Take 3. Hi everyone. Kendall Tyson here, your traveling therapist. I've tried to get this video recorded a few times as I'm sitting here for my 7-hour layover in Amsterdam. I cannot say the name of the airport correctly, so I'm not even gonna try. I'm a bit tired, I'm feeling a bit jet lagged, so forgive me if I'm lagging. I hope that you all have enjoyed what summer you've had, that you've been able to reconnect with people, experiences, places that have, helped you feel rejuvenated and recharged to get started on this new leg of the year. For all my international educators, you're probably journeying back to your chosen countries for work, like myself. And I'm really curious to know how you feel about that. I have so many mixed feelings because if you haven't been following me, this is gonna be my last year in Beijing. Not my last year abroad, just my last year 6 in Beijing. So I am gonna get started. So many distractions in here today, so I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get started with this week's affirmation. I'm sitting in the same little booth that I was in when I was coming back to the States. Cute, huh? Feeling grounded, feeling comfortable. So yeah, let's get into this week's affirmation. Understanding more as each day passes that letting go, releasing, and walking away from things, people, and or situations that no longer align with this current version of myself in my life are imperative steps to take to welcoming abundance, actualization, and the manifestation of my desires and dreams. Say that 10 times. That's a really loaded affirmation, right? And I hope it's not too loud in here. So if it is, my apologies. I think one of the salient points of this is a continual understanding of release, right? Sometimes in order to gain the level of control and movement that we need in our life or that we desire in our life, there has to be an element of sacrifice and release. What is something that you can benefit from untethering yourself to, letting go of, moving away from, so that you can reap the abundance, again, the actualization, the manifestation of desires and dreams that you've wanted. And I would say for every expat, nomad, study abroad student, traveler, that's the through line of the lives that we've chosen to live, right, is untethering ourselves from our home countries or a certain type of work or just an expectation that allows us to lean into a different level of freedom where we live in other places, we immigrate to other places. There is this debate happening right now about, are you an expat or an immigrant? Who gets to own that label? Who gets to borrow that label? And I don't even think that you can even move into that type of understanding of yourself if you do not choose to untether yourself, let go, move on from a place, ... When you recognize that there's more discord than ease, and I don't mean ease by everything is easy, but flow, right? When you recognize that there's a misalignment in the way that things are happening, that you keep engaging in this rat race but you don't feel like you're manifesting the things that all of this work should be bearing out. There's just a continual doing and less being, less thriving. I think those might be some telltale signs that you're in an optimal space to kind of assess where you are and identify where are some areas that I can kind of let go of things that I felt like I needed to have at this point, or I should have had, or other people expect me to have, And I recognize that those things no longer serve me at this stage of my life. Not saying that they weren't good, because they got me to this point, but where I am currently and the things that I want from my life in this phase, they just aren't the most salient aspects of a life that feels like my own. So, what does it look like for you to live life that's more abundant, to feel more actualized, meaning that you're moving into the best version of yourself, right? And what do you need in order to manifest your desires and dreams? So I'll read this affirmation one last time and then I'll let you go because it's getting really busy in the lounge. Understanding more as each day passes that letting go, releasing, and walking away from things, people, and or situations that no longer align with this current version of myself and my life are imperative steps to make to welcome abundance, actualization, and manifestation of my desires and dreams. In most cases, these things speak for themselves. However, that would be the point of this affirmation speak, right? Yeah, just sit with that. Do some thinking, do some pondering about this particular affirmation, because for those educators, we're starting a new year. You start to set goals, thinking about what you want the future to be. And I am realizing at year 6 in China, in Beijing, that releasing that fear of moving further into the world of work and working for myself, I have to let go of that fear and of that sense of security, false sense of security that working for somebody else has provided me for such a long time, and step out on faith and trust that I have everything I need to be more than successful, more than what I see as success now and beyond. So I want you to think about it, sit with it, write about it, journal about it, talk to somebody about it. Feel free to reach out to me if you need some help processing it. I just think that you owe it to yourself to be a bit more introspective about this particular affirmation, because time waits for no one and opportunities abound closer than you can imagine. But sometimes we just have to rejig, reshift, and reorient ourselves so that our perspective is clear. Please follow us if you don't. The Black Expat Experience on Instagram. Join our community, Aspire_Counseling Well on YouTube, and join our community at www.aspirecounselingwell.com. Sign up for the bi-weekly newsletter. I really need y'all's support to continue to help us grow this message. We have another amazing episode of the Black Expat Experience coming up next week with Jamie Roya. And we've just finished a great one with Tara Thompson. Like, these people are feeding my soul, y'all. You have no clue. Everyone has, and I'm just eternally grateful. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's stay connected. Until next week, be a star.